Hey everyone, it's Laura with Pampered Chef here. I adjusted my camera, so I still only have one chin, but these are tall girl problems, okay? So for those of you that are short, you have short girl problems, these are tall girl problems because I'm trying to find a camera angle. All right. So most of you know I joke around a lot, but today is a little bit serious, just a little bit. So most of you know, I lost my mom almost 5 years ago, and then the next year I lost my dad, and then the next year I lost my grandma. And so there's one meal that of course my mom and grandma were great cooks, very different kind of cooks, very different. And so tonight I'm making something that every time I eat it, I just very nostalgic, very sentimental of both of them. And tonight I am combining what they both did. So I'm making a meatloaf. I already made this. In fact, I made this weeks ago and just put it in the freezer already prepared. So now I just been thawing in the fridge, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven and it'll cook. Oh my Lanta. It will cook for like 40 minutes. You can't be too serious around here with that kind of nonsense. So that's gonna cook for about 40 minutes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare the glaze. Now we have some ketchup and we have a little bit of white vinegar, okay? And then we're going to put in some brown sugar. We're gonna put about probably about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'm not packing it. I ain't packing it. Anyway, sorry, that was a funny joke that maybe only I got. So, and then we're gonna do garlic powder. We're gonna do a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then we're gonna do, it's only half a teaspoon of onion. That works. And then we're gonna do black pepper. And then some salt, all right? So now we have this, so the meatloaf will cook for about 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna put this glaze on top, okay? Now this was Grandma's meatloaf. This is what Grandma did. What did my mom do? All right, Mom, hers, this, I actually, when I was moving my mom out of her house, of course I had to do an estate sale and I moved everything out, and we sold it, and I found, you know, I hadn't cried up until the point of finding this. And this was her, just a Bisquick Basics. I don't even know when this was printed or whatever, but, so I made a homemade Bisquick. I don't have any of that. And so I have no clue. But her handwriting's in here and everything. So this is like this treasured thing for me. And so I made Bisquick, and it's very easy. Actually, you just take your flour, your baking powder, I don't remember the other ingredient, I'll post it, and then you cut in some shortening, okay? So that, and then you add in water. And so what I'm gonna do is I'll put the glaze on the meatloaf when that's cooked, and then this will be on top of the glaze, and then cheese on top of that. So, what recipes do you have that remind you of your, well, even if you haven't lost anybody, like, and so I know some of you may not have, like my relationship with my dad was not that great, so maybe you don't have someone in your life that you have nostalgic, you know, maybe it was your grandma, maybe it was an aunt, maybe it was just a really good friend. But who do you have in your life that is just, when you make something of theirs, just really makes you have those really good warm and fuzzies, those good memories? Because that is what food and cooking is all about, you guys. Food brings people together and cross the cultures. And you know, I have great memories sitting at the dining room table and playing cards and having a variety of different foods. And when Carter was a baby, he was the only grandchild on both sides for Doug and I. And we would pass him along on the table. And so these are the things. This is why I'm so passionate about what I do. because I want you to have those memories, not just past memories, but to create your own. And that's the beauty of what food can do. Breaking bread is something that cultures for centuries have been doing. Negotiating terms of peace. There's just so many things that food can do. So I'd love to hear from you of what your heart tugs are when it comes to certain recipes. Have a great night, guys.